I'm pretty much just down to watch Stone Cold do whatever, to be honest. So
Right. I agree. I'm pretty much down to watch him do whatever, but at the same time, I wrote some notes on it. I don't hate on the show at all, but it's just like, whatever. We'll get into my notes in a minute.
yeah,
But
we'll
yeah,
get into it.
it's literally just that. That's about the summation of it. Like, I'll just watch Stone Cold do shit, like, but anyways, Hairline and I decided to try something different this week. And we watched Stone Cold's Most Wanted. What the fuck is this show even called, bro? I'm so sorry. I don't want to shit on it. Stone Cold Takes on America and America's Most Wanted.
What?
So it's basically like that show with like the Hilton girl and Nicole Richie, where they do different jobs, but it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
So it's pretty much if you're a mark and you like to see Stone Cold do shit, then
Damn.
then this is for you. So basically on this episode he works at a fat I thought each episode was going to be like undercover boss and he would just work one place like per you know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean? Like I thought he'd like do a fast food thing one whole episode and then the next episode would be like NASCAR one whole episode, but no, it's like a few things
Yeah.
each episode, so that's cool.
Well, and then here quick with the listeners. So
Yeah.
we're once again, like Phil said, we're trying something here for the first time. This isn't the first episode. We're jumping in at episode 2 because
Oh,
we're
this is
not sure.
episode 2.
Yeah. We're not
Okay.
even sure if we're gonna keep going with this. So we're just trying to see if this little segment gets over with you guys. Yada yada yada.
Yeah,
We're
man.
scientists experimenting.
Right, exactly, man. So at the start of this episode, his fucking Stone Cold's Big Red, his RVs broke down. Big Red, what? Yeah, there's like 700 different fucking things wrong with this vehicle. So he gets a
Electricity.
so he gets another RV, a Winnebago, but then the thing's called a Mini Winnie. So then Austin, I wrote in my notes like Austin apparently doesn't know how to apply tape to things because he's fucking fidgeting around with that tape like a motherfucker. Um,
He said, "Mini Winnie."
So in this episode, he fucking works at a fast food place, which is very American. He throws axes, which I guess is like that's more Canadian, I'd say, but it's like a new thing that people do, which is like a hobby, not really a job. And then he fucking does like NASCAR racing, or was it NASCAR? I can't remember what it was.
He was drifting with some freshly out of high school teenagers.
Right.
He just turned 18, and then he also visited with the mentalist.
Oh, right, the Mentalist, and then yeah, okay. So, I
Bro, but
mean,
most of all, you left out how he renamed Mini Winnie, changed it to White Lightning. Oh hell!
what? Yeah, he named it after his old man that was his nickname in high school or so yeah, I mean shit, I didn't get into this very I'll just read my notes. Austin's an RV snob, which is cool. I wrote this is cool just watching Stone Cold do stuff, I guess. But this just seems like an easy way for him to get paid.
And I don't blame him, man. His
No,
body's
he deserved it, right? I'm not hating. So
no,
I
bro.
say,
Man, as an Uber Mark, bro, I don't know, man. I love the shit. Well, God, I'm gonna sound like such a fucking noob going. I love something, and then immediately
yeah,
having to ask you the name of it. What was the show with all like the old wrestlers inside the house?
it was
You know what I'm
called
saying?
the Legends House, WWE Legends House.
Yeah, the Legends House. You know what I'm saying? That was just
Hey, what was
wrestlers
that
doing.
house? What was the house with the legends? Legends House?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just playing Hairline. Anyways, let's keep it moving, man. What were you saying there?
Anyways, man, you know what I'm saying? And that was kind of like I don't want to say it was similar, but it's the same thing where like, just wrestlers being themselves. This is Stone
Right.
Cold just being himself doing shit.
Right.
As a mark, dude, I'm down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch people do this on television anyways. So if it's a
Right.
wrestler doing it, it's just like plus 10.
Right. Right. Okay.
We started at Burger Me, where Stone Cold was working the drive through.
Yeah.
Man.
So I mean that
And
was good. It was funny. He's working the drive-through. I could see that being like a YouTube video or something.
Right. So that's actually how I discovered this is I saw it
Yeah.
on YouTube. But yeah, man, he was just like he was struggling with the basic things of like answering the headset when the beeps were coming in, finding where the buttons were for certain things. And he just really like at the end of it, he was like, "Man, you guys should respect the fast food workers because the shit sucks."
Right. We all knew
Yeah,
that, Austin, you fucking millionaire. We already knew that. Thank you.
yeah, oh shit.
We've already known that. What? Anyways,
Man, that's
drink a damn beer, throw some hatchets at some fucking logs. What?
yeah. Next up was the axe throwing, and it was that. It
Yeah.
was just it was some hipsters enjoying their IPAs, and they
Yeah,
taught
dude.
Stone Cold. I, and yeah, basically what they explained is it comes down to finessing your wrist. Don't power throw. You know what I'm saying? You ain't axe handling that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like the move, like
Yeah, the
you
move.
like right. It's a big power move when it.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, right. You
Well,
guys,
it's called a double axe handle because it's like when you double swing an axe. I don't know, bro. In high school in Canada, we axe throw and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
man, what flex?
yeah,
Man,
dude.
I'll throw a little. Man, we just do shot puts. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
our throw.
we do that, but then like you can get what's called, it's funny because it's called special physical education, but it would come up as sped, so it kind of like special ed, but like that's not what it is. It's funny. But so you take like special physical education in like later years when it becomes like an elective,
What?
and like in that you do things like you don't just learn like running and
Okay,
basketball, you go and do like we shoot arrows or bowl or fucking throw axes or do
okay,
crazy shit, you know.
man.
Yeah, so in Canada, bro, you be drinking beer and throwing axe when you're like fucking, you be six and shit throwing axe drinking beer, bro. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, no. You be chopping wood when you're like fucking, you know what I mean? Little out here, bro. We go camping and shit. We're all foresty.
Here in America, you be smoking cigarettes at 6.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You be working at fast food joints when you're fucking
Yeah,
underaged
your
and
arteries are already clogged. Anyways, so yeah,
yes,
man, fucking just it was Stone Cold throwing these axes and whatnot.
yeah,
And he just yeah he it was basically before I went into this little tangent about axes. It was just it's more finessing your wrist and trying to get down a pattern. You know,
yeah. Instead of like power throwing it, most people see the axes. That's what Stone Cold did too at first. He put a little too
right,
much mustard behind it. It's really just about gliding it and letting the weight of the axe. Once you get the
right,
hang of it, it's real simple. As you saw those two
right.
fucking, yeah, you saw that 104-pound guy
The hip
fucking hurling bullseyes every fucking time. You know?
and man.
Yeah, dude. So
Anyways, man, I was geeking out at they had the team match, the tag team. You know what I'm saying? It was Steve and Michael versus the other two goofs. And just the music was so intense, man. I felt like I was watching a Lord of the Rings battle. Just very dramatic and whatnot. You know, like I said, man, I'm gonna be watching people doing stupid crap like this anyways on A&E. So I'm just happy it's Stone Cold rather than some stupid celebrity. You know, no offense that if that's your thing, but you
right,
know,
right.
from here we went into the drifting thing. So yeah, it was Stone Cold with these young 18-year-old kids, fresh
And
out of
what
high school.
and what were they again? Were they like training to fuck? You explain it.
No, they were professionals. Like
Okay, so
the
they
boy,
were like technically pros, is what it was.
the boy said he was the youngest of all time. Actually,
Okay, so that's okay.
and Stone Cold was marking out hard, man.
Oh yeah, of course. He likes his whips and machineries and vehiculars.
Yeah, so he drove around with the boy and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then after that, they let old Stone Cold give her a try. I don't know. You want to tell him about that?
Oh, Stone Cold. A whip
You
left
got
one time. What? Whip left two times. What?
what?
No, you tell him about it. What happened?
Yeah,
You're
so old Stone Cold gets into the vehicle, man, and he
right.
breaks you down not once, what? Maybe twice, what?
Yeah, broke it down
Not,
twiss. What?
not 3 times, but 4 times, man.
Just like Big Red. What?
Yeah, he's having flashback,
Yeah, dude.
PTSD, big red dog.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, man, he kept junking the engine and whatnot. And then Stone Cold was just really struggling with the clutch. And that's really what they elaborated on it.
Right.
A lot of it timing. You know, as you're hitting the turn, you're hitting the clutch, and Stone Cold was just really struggling with that. You know, the
Right.
hand-eye coordination with it.
That's why he's not a professional. What?
Yeah.
Probably drank a beer. What? Drank two beer. What? Car broke down. What?
I like, yeah. That's what he told that kid too. He's like, I'm gonna go have a beer now. What? And the kid was all like, I can't do that for
Yeah.
another 3 months.
Old enough to drink. What? Youngest world
Or
race car champ ever. What?
too bad, kid.
Holy
But
man.
yeah, man.
The Mentalist was this was actually pretty
I
funny.
enjoyed it. Bro. Because it's okay. What I liked here, man, is how right off the bat the magician was all like, oh my bad, the mentalist. The mentalist was all like, this and wrestling are the same thing, where you suspend disbelief. And it's like I
Right.
said that to you a couple weeks back on pod, so it's just I don't know, man. It's cool when we hear shit like that,
Yeah, yeah.
regurgitating this. Um,
Yeah, I like magic. Fucking mentalists who are like, "Oh, I'm talking to your dead relative. Her name's Betty." I hate those slimy type of cocksuckers, bro.
damn,
Those dudes are slimy ass slime bags, bro. I like
bunch of
fucking
carnies.
yeah, dude. And I fuck with magicians and I fuck with like David Blaine. He'll do like mentalist tricks on people, but like for a gag, you know, or like on the street, like he'll pick your card or whatever. But when you're doing like, oh, I'm talking to your dead father, Jeff, like, dude, go fuck yourself. Or like, yeah, this missing person, she drowned. She drowned. And then turns out she didn't drown whatsoever. And it's like, you're a scumbag. Anyways,
Yeah, man. So this mentalist, this
yeah.
was a theory with a G.
Mhm.
Anyway, um, so he had Stone Cold take this creed, and he basically he taught him a couple examples of being a mentalist and whatnot. And
Right.
then Jerry and old Stone Cold hit the streets, and Stone Cold was doing things like having people cover their like he was handing them a die, having them pick a number, and then having them cover their hands with it, and then he would
Right.
call out each number, and then after that he would reveal the person's number and whatnot. And there was like 3 or 4 different people, man, and it was just like watching people react to this and whatnot. And it was also watching the Jerry guy mark out to his new student make all these people pop, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heavily enjoyed this segment. Obviously, it didn't really register with you,
No,
huh?
it was just to me, it's just one of these things like this show just reminded me of like, I don't know, man. It reminded me of just like kind of like that Paris Hilton show, but it was just it's like Austin, like he's just doing these things that I guess I could just watch him do stuff, you know. But I think like in the age of fucking I don't know, I like to think I have a good attention span, but in the age of like modern, like that to me is like, oh, that's like a YouTube clip or something for his YouTube channel or something, you know. I'm like, I don't know. I like the A&E biographies and the rivalries and like I don't know. That's more up my alley, you know, whereas this is like, okay, but like they could plug anyone in there. I think if they did different wrestlers every time, I'd be more invested because I'd like, oh, I want to see this guy do this or I want to see this guy do that, you know, but whatever. That's my own opinion. I wrote, I love that A&E is investing so much time and effort and energy into WWF, WWE pro wrestling content. More of it,
About
please. I watch all of the rivals. I watch all of the fucking biographies. I don't watch the treasures. I'm not into that, dude. That's just like Pawn Stars to me. I think it's cheesy, but it's cool they figured out how to like repackage Pawn Stars or like the Storage Wars show with wrestling.
yeah, I like it, but like yeah, I get
Right.
what you're.
It's just too cheesy for me. And then this show is like, it's like, okay, Austin goes to a fucking fast food place for 2 hours, then leaves. Like, all right, but more of this, please. If you're gonna make shows, here I'll just continue with my notes. It's cool to see this human side of Stone Cold Steve Austin, but like at the end of every segment, I just wanted him to hit someone with a Stone Cold Stunner.
You Mark.
I
Yeah, so
wrote,
he's
I
that
wrote,
burger.
he's a badass ass kicker. He threw down with Mike Tyson. He's one of the meanest, toughest guys I've ever known. Why is he being like a clown on TV? I just don't get it. Like I wrote, this would be better if every episode was different WWE superstars and legends doing different jobs in each segment or each episode. I feel like this will get old fast. And I wrote, Austin's funny and charismatic, but it's like I was just waiting for Booker T to pop up so the two would start fighting.
Man. Well, yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll see if we watch it next week, huh?
Yeah, we could try it. We'll try it again.
Yeah, I want to see how the clip does, you know.
Yeah,
If
yeah, dude. We could,
yeah, not to put this on you guys.
yeah, yeah. Not to put it on you guys, but it's totally on you guys whether we watch
Yeah.
this show again. Um, And it's
Well,
also
right.
on you guys. If I make a Young Bucks All Access video, I'll put every scene of the Young Bucks in an
I'm
All
not.
Access video if you guys want. Like I did for Tony Khan. Make sure you go like that other one and leave some comments down there. So you can let me know if you want to see a Young Bucks one or not.